and you got to realize Crawford as well as Spence, two hell of a fighters. I mean, two hell of a fighters. You know, but it'd be wrong if they put a Canelo. Well, I don't want to fight. You know, he said I don't want to fight no Mexican fighters. Man, he didn't beat Canelo made his career off beating Mexican fighters, but now says he don't want to fight. He don't want to take the Benavidez fight. He's talking about he don't want to fight Mexican fighters. So that's a way to back out the block.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, if Canelo was saying that and everybody's standing behind Canelo, then all the black fighters go out there and say, you know what, we're not fighting each other. You know why they can't? You know why the black fighters can't say that?
Why?
Because they say the best got to fight the best. They say the great ones got to fight the great ones, right?
Yeah. Interesting comments by Floyd Mayweather Jr. He's saying Canelo is ducking Benavidez and he's using race as an excuse. He also said that Canelo fought Mexican fighters coming up in the ranks, which is true. He also mentions if Spence and Crawford, which is a bad example because this fight is going nowhere, but he says if Crawford and Spence said the same thing, they would get backlash. But what do you think Canelo's getting? The biggest fight fans of Canelo, and plus guys from Mexico, do not agree with Canelo's statement. They think Canelo should fight the best. If the best happens to be a Mexican fighter, he should fight him. But when you look at Floyd's career, he was accused of the same thing. Avoiding black fighters because black fighters gave him problems. Or fighting good fighters past their prime, like Zab. Zab clearly wasn't the Zab we saw a few years before that. Not just that, he fought Zab Judah coming off a loss. Shane Mosley was done when Mayweather fought him. Miguel Cotto was done when Mayweather fought him. I give Mayweather props. He's real smart. He knows when to fight these guys. And Shane Mosley and Miguel Cotto wasn't even near their prime. And we are not going to talk about Manny Pacquiao because the Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fought in 2015 wasn't the Manny Pacquiao that we wanted to see Floyd fight. And I know what people are going to say. Pacquiao is younger than Mayweather. Miguel Cotto's younger. Judah's younger. But in boxing age, they really wasn't because the wars they've been through, the knockout losses they suffered, took a toll on them. Floyd Mayweather has never been through any of that. Bottom line, to me, it was very seldom, if at all, Floyd Mayweather fought the Hall of Fame fighters he has fought at their best. So when he says black fighters want to fight other black fighters at their best, he needs to take himself out the conversation. Also, Jermell Charlo, Gervonta Davis, all those guys need to be left out the conversation because they're not doing that. Boxing is a sport when I think the best should fight the best in their prime. Race has nothing to do with it. And when you look at Canelo, his run through the 168-pound weight class, he's fought 3 champions in their prime. Regardless of what you think about them, paper champions, call them what you want, they were in their prime. And if they were so easy, why did Caleb Plant, Benavidez, the PBC set those fights up for unification matches? If they were so easy, paper champions, oh, by the way, they were undefeated also, why didn't Benavidez and Caleb Plant, who were champions, become unified champions before Canelo got there? You know why? Because they're just like Mayweather, and Mayweather is a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest fighters ever. But let's tell the truth. Mayweather was concerned about money more than fighting the best. Less risk, high reward. And that's how the PBC and Mayweather promotion is rolling. It wouldn't surprise me if the Canelo Benavidez fight happens before the Terrence Crawford Errol Spence fight happens. Jose Sulaiman said at the next WBC convention, which I think is next month if I'm not mistaken, they will decide if Benavidez becomes a mandatory for Canelo Alvarez. And if that happens, this fight will happen sooner than Errol Spence fight, I think, or be close. Mayweather criticizes Canelo of not fighting Mexican fighters or not fighting guys at their best. He says he's ducking Benavidez, right? But people say the same thing about him. He avoided black fighters because they gave him trouble, and he didn't fight fighters at their best. a la Manny Pacquiao. In Mayweather's case, this is the pot calling the kettle black. Anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. JBZ, I'm gone.